Hi everyone and welcome to Phil's Fun Fact Friday from Team Vincent Motorsports in Ayr, Ontario. Today I'm on the road in Northern Ontario checking out a collection. I've been invited into somebody's garage to check out some really unique items that he's got. In what appears to be a small area, take a look at all the really cool stuff this collector set out for me to come and see. Now we're going to talk about the sled in a minute, but first let's clear the seat of all these really cool vintage items. What looks like a typical snowmobile helmet box is more than that. Inside is a never worn, never used Millennium limited edition helmet. That's right, there was 2,000 of these made. They were all chrome for the Millennium. And if you look around at the back, you can actually see each one had a number indicating where it was in the series. So this was a very limited edition helmet. This one, brand new in the box. The collector took it out for me to see, and what a cool find that is. And behind the helmet, well, it looks like a regular flannel seat cushion. But oh no, it's much more than that. This is a really rare find. I've only seen one of these before. It's a seat cushion from Bombardier. That's right, these are what you would use to go to the races, sit on to keep your behind warm, but inside, unzip it, and there's a flannel blanket. I've heard about these, only seen one before. This is a real rarity. Note also the old school Bombardier logo on the cushion. To carry stuff on an older Skidoo, you needed to be able to pack some luggage for the day, for your outing. And that's where Skidoo made these yellow leather pouches. Now, they weren't really rare back then, but they sure are now. Often they were left, they got moldy, they may have had an animal living in them. I've seen them in all kinds of conditions. This one is absolutely perfect. Everything on this is perfect, right down to the little latches and the Skidoo emblem. A real find in this collection. And what about the sled? Well, it's interesting, every year the sleds changed. From 63, 64, then to 65 with the vented hood, and then 66, another look again, and a bigger engine. We've moved on from the single-digit horsepower up to the 14, 16, and on to the 18 horsepower in the mid to late 60s. This sled is in great shape. Everything is there. It's a complete sled. Seat, everything, all looking great. And look at the back, there's that original handwritten Bombardier logo, a classic piece of Skidoo history. And behind the 66 Olympic, that's right, I'm going to say it's a 66 Olympic. Somebody out there is going to say it's a 67. The owner told me it's a 66, and when you check out the bumper, yeah, I think he's right. I'm pretty sure it's a 66, but hey, I was 3 years old when that sled was built. Behind that sled, look at the cutter. I had one of these. These things in good condition are a real find. The bottom was usually made of plywood with a fiberglass on top. So to find these in really good condition with a seat in this condition is a really rare find. Is the windshield there? Yes, it is. It's just not on there at the moment. So to find one of these old school cutters, the original fiberglass, that's a real find. Dealership signs are always a hot item. Everybody's looking for the old Skidoo signs that hung outside. Now to find them from the inside, those are a hard one to get as well, especially the old part signs. They were double-sided. Insist on genuine parts on one side, and you flipped it around, and there was the Skidoo, the light-footed snowmobile, on the other. This is a double-sided sign lit that would hang above the parts counter. Another really cool find in this collection. Now, if you were paying attention in that opening shot, you would have seen an oil drum. That's right, it's a drum of oil, but what's unique about it? It's a 50th anniversary oil drum. That's right, 50th anniversary oil drum, and it's still full of oil. And once again, if you were paying attention to that opening shot, off in the distance you probably spotted this, a Blizzard 5500. That's right, the 79 5500. Looks very similar to the 80, but this is a 79. Now what's cool about this was the Blizzard that was fan cooled. This is before IFS, this is before the MX suspension, this is the Leaf Spring 5500 fan cooled. Looking at the engine, you'll notice that there is no rotary valve. This is a straight piston port, dual carb 503 fan-cooled engine. Look closely and you'll see that the fan also blows air into the exhaust. That was to create a more efficient exhaust system. So the fan cooled the motor, also blew a bit of air through a special pipe into the exhaust system to make it more efficient. That Blizzard 5500 is in really good shape. What's interesting is that the owner still has the original operator's manual and some brochures and also pieces from the parts catalog. That makes this a complete package. When you're on the road looking for vintage, it's amazing what you find and where you find it. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube series here at Team Vincent Motorsports. Remember to like, share, and comment our entire YouTube collection. Team Vincent Motorsports, Ayr, Ontario.